So first we're going to give you a little definition of what are these. We use relative clauses to join two sentences to give additional information and to make your sentence more certain, maybe. We also can say that the relative clauses are like a bridge. We can join two ideas.
Okay, and next we are going to present the different relative clauses. First, here we have when. We use these relative clauses for time. And where is the second. We use where for define places. Which and that. These have a similar use to define objects. Whose is for possession for own different objects. Whom and whom is for people.
Okay, next we are going to talk about the two uses we have for the relative clauses. The first one is when you use it to join two sentences and to give an additional information to your sentence. In this case, we don't use commas. So we have the example over here that says, I wrote the report that here is the relative clause you ask.
So, okay, the second use that we have is now defining relative clauses. These clauses add additional information about the subject that we are talking about. Here we use commas to separate the relative clauses and the two sentences that we have. Okay, in this case, we can't use that instead which or who. We have to use exactly these relative clauses. For example, this sentence, my friend Tony, comma, who is an excellent writer, comma, is helping me with my work. Here, the relative clauses is who. And here, who is an excellent writer is additional information that describing Tony, that is the subject.
Okay, now we're going to show you some examples of how we use these relative clauses. First we have, do you see the cat which is sleeping on the floor? So here, which is the relative clause that is making emphasis on the cat.
Okay, the next example that we have is with the relative clause whose. Okay, the example is who is this pencil. This relative clause indicates the possession of the object.
Okay, next we have the relative clause whom. So this is the example. I was invited by the professor whom I met at the conference. This relative clauses is making an emphasis on the person that in this case is the professor.
Okay, and the next example that we have is I don't like the food that my mom gives me. The relative clause that we have here is that is referred to the food.
Okay, next we have the example with the clause who. She is the girl who invites me to the party yesterday. The clause is who. That is referring to the girl, the specific girl that invites me to the party.
Okay, the next relative clause is where. And the example is this is the place where I met my boyfriend. And this relative clause we use when we want to emphasize in a specific place.
Okay, so the last example we have is the relative clause when, and this is the example. Do you remember when we met each other? So here, the relative clause when is focused to a specific time. Okay, now we're going to play a video where you can find more examples about this topic.
Hello everyone, this is Mark from www.englishmark.net. I bought a computer. It's a brand new model. I bought a computer which is a brand new model. In this video, I'll talk about relative clauses. When we have two or more sentences and we want to join them together, or give more information about something, we use relative clauses. In my examples at the beginning of the video, I said, I bought a computer. It is a brand new model. I bought a computer which is a brand new model. Okay? This is also called a defining relative clause. Why? Because it tells us which noun we're talking about. So if we didn't have a computer, we didn't know what we were talking about. So the noun computer is very important. Okay. We use also with this defining relative clause who for people, which, as I said, for things, and that's for both. We also have the non-defining relative clause, or clauses. These are clauses that give extra information about something. So, my example could be, the house which I live in is quite small. Okay? As you can see, I used which, okay? But I can also use when, where, whose, why. So I could give you an example. So the house whose family lives in, okay, this could be an example with whose. When, the summer when I met you. Where, the house where you live, etc. Or why, the reason why I chose this video, okay? So now let's recap. We use relative clauses, okay, when we want to give extra information about something or we want to join two sentences together. They are defining and non-defining relative clauses. Now, write your example of a sentence under this video. I hope you enjoyed the video and I see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching us.
Okay, we'll see you in our next class. Bye.
Bye.